slow-braised, meltingly tender beef short ribs, and I have a very special trick involving an ingredient you probably already have in your fridge that makes things more tender and more flavoursome.
And makes dark spirits taste great.
So we're gonna go all out on these ribs and we're gonna make them so fall apart tender, you are not gonna believe it. All right, now, how do we start? I went to my butcher and these are the ribs that I chose to use. They have a shorter bone because I think this is the best way to get lots of flavour and really get that tenderising happening. So I've got my ribs. Now, what is the surprise ingredient? Should I take a guess, Trish? What do you reckon?
Well, judging by the colour.
It's probably cola. I decided, because I was going to be using cola today, that I would invite my friend Trish over. Here we are. Trish and I have so much fun, like literally a bit too much fun sometimes. Oh, there was a lot of whiskey on the top. Yes, yes.
Maybe a little bit too much fun. The more the merrier, I say.
That's okay, isn't it? So the reason why cola is actually a really good tenderizer is that it's more acidic than you think, like even more acidic than lemon juice. So that acid helps to tenderize meats. And it also just tastes good. So these just need 24 hours to marinate.
Well, I can think of something we do in the meantime.
I think you should probably do something, Trish.
Why don't we make some drinks?
Let's make some drinks. Let's have drinks.
So, Marion, I'm going to keep with the flavour and make you a really delicious whiskey and cola.
Nice.
First, we're going to add 1 measure of whiskey to our glass. Then we're going to top that with large, good quality ice cubes all the way to the top. We're going to pour in our Fever Tree Distiller's Cola. Keeping the bottle as close to the glass as possible to keep those bubbles in there as well.
I love how you have all these small little tips, Trish. It's so good.
Next, we're going to just add a little bit to the flavour. A little bit of orange is going to tie this all together. A little bit of a swath, spritz it over the top, bit of a twist, and Bob's your uncle. You've got yourself a delicious whiskey and cola.
I can smell that orange from here. It smells so good. I love how you make everything look so fancy and you've literally just done bourbon and cola. I love this.
1, 2, 3, you've got yourself a delicious drink.
What time is it? it's late enough.
Midday somewhere.
Cheers, Trish.
Cheers, Marion.
Oh, that is so yum.
Delish.
Oh, God. Are we going to do a rum as well?
Yes, absolutely. So there's more to the distiller's cola than mixing with whiskey.
Also, why have one drink when you can have two?
You can have multiple. What is really great about this cocktail, this is actually called a Cuba Libre. Really easy to make, but a bit of a bartender favourite. So we're going to pop in our dark rum.
So is this one of those drinks I can order and look really cool at the bar?
You absolutely can. And bartenders are going to give you a little secret, a little nod, like she knows what she's up to.
I like this. You give me so many tips when we do the drinks together. Trish, make me feel so much cooler when I go out.
Well, next we're actually going to add some limes. We do want a little bit more of that citrus flavour because we're stepping a little bit more into the cocktail realm.
Okay.
You're going to get them, you're going to chop them into quarters. So we're going to pop
the whole lot,
those in there. Yeah, we really want to get that zest out. Next we're going to grab a muddler. And your version of a muddler is a rolling pin. So we're just going to work with whatever we have at home. So we're going to really express those juices. And muddling these, you're going to let out the juice and the oils that are in the skin.
Yeah, makes sense.
So next we're going to pop in our big, beautiful ice cubes. That's perfect. And top that with Fever Tree Distiller's Cola. It just goes so great with all these beautiful spirits that distillers make. Now, won't be complete without a little bit of a garnish. And voila, so easy.
Wow, look at that. That looks so fancy. You are amazing, my friend. Thank you. Oh yeah, the lime is so good in there. This tastes really fancy.
How good is that?
It was very easy though. I love it.
Too easy.
We've got drinks, multiple drinks now.
I love that.
Should we make our ribs now?
Oh yes, now I get to sit back and relax.
You get to sit and relax again. Okay, so these are the ribs that I prepared earlier, so we didn't have to wait the 24 hours together. Awkward. I'm gonna get my ribs out. onto my board so I can salt them properly. So at this point, the ribs are getting nice and tender, but we're gonna move to stage 2 of tenderizing, and that is the slow braise. In a large, shallow saucepan, you want to add in a little bit of oil, heat that up, and then take your ribs and sear them. And you want to sear them all over until you get a really nice, beautiful, deep, golden brown color on all the sides. Make sure you also keep that cola marinating liquid for later. Take your seared beef ribs and put them out onto a plate, and in the same pan, so don't wash it, keep the pan because it's got all the flavor. I want you to add in the onion and ginger and just keep sauteing that for about 1 to 2 minutes. Now add the seared ribs back into the pan and pour in the soy sauce, the Chinese Shaoxing wine, your reserved distiller's cola, dark brown sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, bay leaves. So I'm going to incorporate orange into my dish as well, Trish. I'm going to use the peel here. I feel like we were totally in sync with our drink and food matching today. Just give all of that a mix and then turn the heat down to low, put the lid on and let that simmer away for about 90 minutes. Ribs are smelling really good. Let's get in here and have a look. Oh my goodness. Already looks so good. So Trish, I'm gonna do, this is like an optional step. So I'm gonna take these out to the barbecue because I think adding that extra layer of like char to the flavor is really good. So I'm gonna pull these out, grab your drink, let's go to the barbecue. This is smelling really good, Trish. I'm very excited.
Oh, me too. Look at that.
I know. So you just want that little bit of char, and you can see it's just kind of like got that nice. Now I do have one little tip here for the sauce. So you know how you get that little like fat layer on the top there? Well, you can get rid of that with some good old paper towel. So if you put that on top, that's going to absorb the oil. Now before I serve this up, I want to show you just how tender these beef ribs are. So look at that. Oh my God. If that's not sexy, Trish, I don't know what is. And now check out this sauce because it is so glossy and sticky and amazing. So impressive, but so easy. And then just a little bit of our pickled chilli over the top and a little bit of mint and coriander and serve. Cheers. Cheers. So good.
Oh my God, so good.
There's so much flavor in there, it's ridiculous.
You can taste all those beautiful flavors in the cola and the spices and the meat together. Wow.
So good. Yum. I love this.
And what do you think it's like with the drink, Marion?
Yeah, I think it's really good. It's so easy to do, like have a really simple drink that's not hard to make, pair it with the ribs, which took some time, but ultimately pretty simple to make also.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I really like it. I'm into it. Yeah.